Last year, Ford Performance Chief Dave Pericak found himself standing next to Edsel Ford II at the edge of a certain pastoral French racing circuit that has witnessed 84 years of glory, gore, grudges, and relentless grit. Mused Ford, according to Pericak's recollection, I was here 50 years ago with my father, when we won it. Now I'm here with my son. When you work at FOMO Cove, you work for a family. Pericak, who, with a small group of volunteers, took over a padlocked basement room in Dearborn, Michigan, and labored on his own time and after hours for months on Project Phoenix before it was even approved, tells me, with a faraway look, to bring that trophy back and hand it to that family, to return the most coveted prize in family history. That's what it was about. Le Mans veterans will tell you that if you bring a new team, you should keep your expectations in check. And the GT's attempt last year to celebrate Ford's 1966 24 hours of Le Mans victory with a class win started ominously. In sheeting rain, one of the Ford GT's, already saddled with last-minute weight and boost penalties, suffered a stuck gearbox right before the green flag. Wanting to be near the action, Pericak's boss, Ford Executive VP and Chief Technical Officer Raj Nair, leaped a rain-slicked pit wall, slipped, and broke his elbow. Amid the tension, nobody even noticed. The wait is over. Almost a year later, we're standing beside another circuit, a 2.2-mile slice of the Utah Motorsports campus west of windy Salt Lake City, next to the road-going version of the Ford GT that will trickle into buyers' hands at the rate of $250 annually over the next 4 years. Finally, after the surprise January 2015 reveal at the Detroit Auto Show, after countless magazine covers and breathless coverage, a few lucky members of the Fourth Estate will at long last get to drive Project Phoenix. I am in that group, about to pilot the first cousin to an honest Ronnie Bucknam Le Mans car. The GT is pure Ford history and enthusiasm condensed against all odds and business sense into a drivable carbon fiber Hot Wheels toy that forever will remain rare enough to drop jaws wherever it goes, and I get to drive it on a circuit. It's a natural. Back at Le Mans last year, luck continued not to favor Ford as it diced with Ferrari for the LMGTE Pro Class lead. Loose wires cost the lead GT's mandatory position lights to wink out, and Sebastian Bourdais, one of the team's most seasoned vets, had to find his way through the darkness with a fritzing electrical system. In the wee hours, Nair, determined to stand with his colleagues for the entire race, approached Pericak. "I can't hold a cup of coffee," he said. In Utah, Billy Johnson, just 29 when he drove the number 66 car that finished fourth in class in 2016, slides in next to me. For a vehicle that is more than 15 feet long, putting two people into the GT is like stuffing a couple of bedspreads into a Maytag. As in the Lotus Elise, the seats are squeezed together, inboard of the Ford's carbon fiber tubs thick structural side boxes. You will want to shower beforehand and wear only the mildest cologne as you enter. Passenger are about to enjoy an intimacy Tinder users only dream about. The affable Johnson waves me forward and we burble menacingly onto the track. A big V6, especially one all stuffed up with turbos, doesn't always sound fabulous, but this 647 horsepower unit does. It makes a proper wail, the rising, ragged tones of its exhaust sealing the car's racing connection. You can hear the turbos whoosh a bit, but you can't hear any of that crass pish, which would make it sound like just a jumped-up Mitsubishi Evo.